Okay, we're moving up to the garage now.
Hey guys, Dave here. Got my gloves on. It's warming up, but we're in Minnesota, and man, I'll tell you, spring's coming. Got the BSA here. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to try to keep you guys all posted on everything. Take the seat off, put a new TT seat on it. We're going to keep the tank this time, and maybe even make a little cowling for the front. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to create this as it goes. So we think that the cases are all going to polish up really nicely. So stay tuned. We'll get these going on. Today what we're doing is we're just starting a new Cafe Racer build. It's a 1971 BSA 650 Lightning. It's called the oil in the frame, where it has all of the oil inside the frame. And what we're going to do is we're going to tear this whole thing apart, and we're going to have the frame sandblasted. We're going to put some powder coating on it. We're going to get rid of a lot of the parts, because that's the best part about doing Cafe Racers, is that you just keep cutting until it's all gone. I think some LED lights and turn signals and some really kind of cool actuated things. We're going to try to do a little motorization to it to make it unique and different. The color, haven't really picked it yet, but we're going to really try to find something that's got a really deep hue with a lot of clear coats on top. It's going to be interesting to see how well it comes out, because we don't have a spray booth. But you know what? It's a garage. We can figure out how to do it. So come on, join in. We're going to have a great time. All right. See, so, and there you go. Look at that. It already looks cooler. So one of the other things we've done here, we've got a table set up. This is something that's really smart to do. You know, make some boxes so you can put your parts in them. And you can keep them all separate, and you can label them. So that you get a nice, 6 foot by 3 foot table. And I think that it really helps. All right now, so we had a chance to kind of remove all the bolts and stuff. I've been keeping them in this plastic divider, and it just really helps to be able to label things and keep everything clear. I'm not a professional mechanic. I'm just in my garage, but I'm enjoying it. So let's get this whole thing off for the last bit, and we'll get this rear fender removed. I pulled out electrical wires and disconnected it down to, found a couple of broken slave pins, but there's the rear fender. Now it's starting to look like a Cafe Racer. All right. Okay guys, so things are progressing smoothly. So far we've gotten the rear fender off, the seats, the lights, all of that, a little bit of the electrical disassembled, and gradually moving through. I've already loosened up this muffler. We're going to kind of take it off here, bring it off, loosen up the clamp, and once that comes off here, and give it an inspection, and this one actually looks pretty good. The other one had a hole in it, so looks like we'll be replacing mufflers. So we'll do that, and what I'd like to do is to focus on trying to get this cowling piece off here that actually housed an air cleaner. The guy who had this before me had put some K&N filters on this and changed out the carburetors to Mikuni's.
So now, once we got all of those air boxes removed, you can really start seeing that natural classic look of the Cafe Racer, where you can see through the frame. I think one of the things became very apparent is that with the coils and the capacitors and the battery and ignition and everything, it was going to be really difficult to move that back and hide it under the TT seat. And then also accessibility in case there was something that went wrong. So we've elected to just leave the electrical right there in place, and I think that's going to work out the best. We'll have to take that whole electrical apparatus out, clean everything, take it all apart, and inspect everything. Because that's one thing you really find with these bikes from the 70s. You know, this bike is 41 years old, and you know, the project to bring it back to life again is I'll just say it's a long and laborious one. I think once it happens, it's going to look really great and be a lot of fun to have. But it's a very slow, tedious process. So be aware if you're going to buy an old bike, especially an old British bike, you're going to have some maintenance items and you're going to have to go through every individual thing. We haven't even looked inside, some of the motor stuff or the brakes or anything like that. But all be told, it's still a lot of fun. So, but from there, that's the look that we're starting to get.
We're going to start working on this, taking off some brackets, got all the pipes off, really taking a look now. Now we can see a little bit more about what's happening here for the battery case. Here's the electrical, it's just kind of hanging right now. We're going to see about reworking this entire area, so if we could keep this open, it would have a better look. I think I've been doing some research on the web looking for seats. Looking for new mufflers because we had some rust situations, and handlebars, we're going to be taking that off today and finding out what can we do. What we're going to be doing is taking off the handlebars today, and what we're going to try to do is flip the handlebars over to see how that looks and does that really function well. Not sure that it will. Be nice if we didn't have to buy new handlebars. But, we'll take a look at it. Let's see if we can come up with a solution. The motor, probably get that out today as well. So, here we go.